No, but this sun is actually on fire.
Hey, you Mr. African.
This
man,
is
right?
not the same sun that's shining in Africa.
Right.
It's a different sun. It's
This
a
is not the
different
same
sun.
sun?
This is not the same sun.
If you say so.
This is
Listen. Let's just power through and we be done. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, let me
Your
get my.
hand off your head.
Hold on, let me get my questions up.
You can't be this cooked.
I'm on. Y'all not. Where's my water?
Listen, I'm the fat guy. You ain't hear me say no one thing.
Exactly. Like, you got the most body heat.
Okay.
And I got a hoodie on.
And he has the most body fat.
Okay.
I have no body fat. The heat is going straight to my muscles. Muscles is look.
Skin and bone.
Muscles is water, and water.
skin and bone.
Muscles is water, and water evaporates. I'm hotter.
I finally got to have a conversation with one of the best DJs in Philly. We talked everything, from life to pressure to how he sees himself in 10 years. Enjoy this episode of Sitdown.
It's a hot day. How you feeling?
I'm good, just a little toasty, but I'll survive.
That's not bad. So, your Instagram handle, DJ Twinllamas. What the hell is that? Where's that from?
I knew this was coming. So I'm not gonna get into the actual reason, because it's not very, how do you say, PC, right? But long story short, when I started DJing the summer I graduated high school, but I told my friends beforehand, before we graduated, 9 times out of 10 I'm gonna be doing something music related when I get out of high school. Probably gonna go to college for music, blah, 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 so I'm gonna need a stage name.
Yeah.
It was brainstorming. I kind of hated everything everybody was saying. And randomly, one of my friends said Twinllamas. I was like, it sounds weird. I'm going to run with it. So the llama part, my name is Olamide.
Yeah.
But with a Philly accent and American tongue, it becomes Olamide. Philly people are lazy. That was llama.
Yeah.
The twin part, not going to get after. I do not have a twin. It's funny. But yeah, that's my name for it.
Got you. So I've always had a sort of appreciation for like those loud, old school DJs to get everybody to the dance floor, get everybody riled up type of DJs. And I understand your type of DJ too, that sort of lets the mixing and scratching sort of just speak for itself. So where do you think like the DJ plays now in like the party role? How important is the DJ now?
So I always say this to everybody I have a conversation with about nightlife, parties, and things like that. The DJ is the central part of the function. If the music is not up to standards, people are gonna leave.
Yeah.
They don't care if they pay like $50 to get in. If they hate what they're hearing, they're leaving. No matter how much liquor is in their system, they're going home. Unfortunately, DJs aren't as appreciated as they should be.
Yeah.
People think, oh, they can treat the DJ any type of way, pay him any type of way, and you still be good because there's a quote-unquote abundance of us. But what people don't realize, there's not an abundance of good DJs.
Yeah.
So when you don't appreciate the good DJ, you want to take your talents elsewhere.
Yeah.
So that's really just where we're at right now with nightlife.
And to talk to that appreciation, I want to know, is it as simple as, going on the app store and looking at a DJ app? Like, is it that simple? Is it something where you can just pick up and go, on your phone and say, hey, I want to go to DJ Mixer and play 2 songs and just go from there? Like, how intricate is the process?
So believe it or not, it's crazy easy. Right now, you have a lot of people on TikTok doing little DJ things, literally with apps on their phone. Literally, like you see people cutting the instrumental out, making 2 different songs, things like that, like on the apps. And I always tell people, if you want to DJ, it's not the hardest thing in the world. You might be intimidated by the price of the equipment, the amount of time you got to put in. But to start, you literally just need a free program in your laptop. Literally it. Like me, I literally started with a little $15 thumb drive and a laptop from my church that I borrowed. It's really straight to the point, cut, dry, simple. But with DJing, everybody can be a DJ, but not everybody can be a good DJ. In order to be a good DJ, you need to have something called a discerning ear. So you need to be able to figure out what music to play at what time, and you have to figure out what people need to hear and what they want to hear.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna bring that into requests, because I personally, as a DJ, I have a love-hate relationship with requests. It's like, where you're a drunk white girl coming up to me with your phone on Snapchat, play Bad Bunny, I'm pissed. But if you come up to me like, hey, play so-and-so a song, and I didn't think to play that, and genuinely helps the flow of the night, sure, bring them on. But, yeah, back to that, like, DJing is really just about a discerning ear. If you don't have a discerning ear, don't have a good ear for music, can't really be a DJ.
Now back to that thumb drive. How did you sort of shuffle through all the artists and find out, you know, what do people want to hear?
So, crazy thing is, I've kind of always been that playlist guy in high school. Like, anytime I was out at the kickback or we're at lunch, people were always giving me the aux, right? People were always like, okay, you're the guy with the good music taste, and we want to hear what you're hearing.
Yeah.
So, I was always kind of that guy with my ears to the proverbial streets. So it was like, it was never like a hard transition to getting into the, okay, let's be more systematic about it. Let's be more, okay, we're going to go to this place, we're going to research this person's Instagram, we're going to go research this hip-hop chart, right? Yeah. Before, it was just I hear what my friends are hearing, I put it in a playlist, I go look up other artists, and down there, slippery slope. Yeah, that's just where I was coming at from.
What can an artist do to sort of get on your playlist?
Tell you, this one was a hard one. When I was younger and earlier in the DJ days, it was really easy to get on my playlist. Like, if I like 4 seconds of it, you're in there. I'll figure it out. But now it's like, I've been DJing since graduate high school, the summer of 2017, about 5 years now. And not to say my playlist is solidified, but it's very sturdy. So in order to get on my sturdy playlist, you have to meet certain criteria. One is, what part of the party can I play your song? So if you have a real slow vibe, a slow jam, I'm gonna play the beginning or the end. You got a hot song, high energy, high hitting bass, you're gonna hit maybe like an hour into the party when I'm warming up, so people can hear your shit when there's not too many people. And then right now, we're really heavy on a Jersey wave. I mean, Philly has always been on a Jersey wave, but now everybody's on a Jersey wave.
Definitely.
So if you have a Jersey song, and you hit it to me, you bring it to me, I'm playing it. Yeah. I'm not even hearing the whole thing. Yeah. I'm just gonna play it. Because DJs right now, we're really all fiending for Jersey. You know, it's such an abundance of we're all fiending for Jersey music that's good and like hips, you know?
Now I gotta stop you right there.
Okay.
Too Rare or Dollarboyz?
Why would you ask that? That's like, I feel like that's like a generational thing. Like, naturally, I'm gonna go with Dollarboyz. Because they had their era, you know what I'm saying? And they had their longevity about them. Yeah. And even people like that wasn't alive when the Dollarboyz was out, you could play their song and they're still gonna look to Dollarboyz. Yeah. Too Rare is too new for me to pick Too Rare.
Gotcha.
Like, and not to talk about what I'm saying, but Too Rare signed a deal. Like, he's official now. Yeah. The Dollarboyz was never official. The Dollarboyz was always grit in the streets, you know what I'm saying? So, that's my take on it.
Gotcha.
I mess with Too Rare though. I was just DJing up in East Strawberry for Sloan and Too Rare and all them. They good people, but that's my pick.
Not to start no controversy.
No, I'll give you.
So now, back to your conversation about sequencing and where you play songs and what type of BPMs go with where they want to go. Give me your 5 songs in the perfect set that you will feel like starts the party, gets the party more ramped up, your absolute banger, slow it down, and then your end song. Give me those 5 sequence songs that you would say you would play in a perfect party.
Okay, so if we're looking at this from purely like hip hop point of view,
let's say an audience of people our age, our demographic.
Our age, our demographic, and hip hop, because you know I really DJs. So. Again, hip hop. If we start a party, I'm playing Nice for What. It's a nice little warm up track. It's got its age to it. And it's Drake, can't go wrong with Drake. What did you say? You said warm up, start the party?
Warm up. So you start the party, now warm up. This is the song where everybody want to twerk to, all the girls is in, everybody drinking, everybody having fun.
For me, it's a toss up. I might be a dude, but I love my twerk songs. Yeah. Because with twerk music, the energy is just there. Like everybody's getting lit. Yeah. So for me, it's gonna be a toss up between Chopper Style, going into Jackie O, or I'm hitting Act Up, going into Back That Butt Up. You know what I'm saying?
Goodness gracious.
Oh, I didn't have. Can I curse?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, but so I'm going into Act Up to Back That Ass Up because it's just like a great. If it's dry still, it's gonna be a whole dynamic shit. Yeah. Turn the party up.
Your Apex song.
Apex song.
The song that.
We're in hot hour, our demographic.
Stamp. Oh, this is the party.
So because we're now a little older, before I would hit Mobama and the Finito, but we're a little older now. I don't think any people our age want to get lit to Mobama. I'll be very honest with you. It's a very like, I gotta be really lit or I gotta see the energy's there.
Yeah.
For me, I'm still probably hitting Finito, but I'm going from Finito to Rose Red, like Meek Mill.
Got you.
Because we still in Philly, you know, gotta keep my roots.
Got you.
And then from Rose Red, we hitting Monster, 1 a.m., and then Dreams and Nightmares in that order. You know, that's like my little Meek run.
Yeah.
And then
Now the song where people getting numbers, people trying to lead the club now.
So right now, we're talking about like right now.
Yeah.
I'm hitting Wait For You, period. I'm hitting Fremont by Tons. Because no matter what, I'm going to work in some type of Afrobeats artist in my set.
Oh,
That's just what I am.
Word up.
Fremont. If we're like totally calm. Now, if we're like still in like the hyper end of the calm, I'm going to hit, what's that one Drake song? Just Played It Last Night. I'm playing
Tesco Green?
No, I'm playing Headlines.
Come on.
And then I'm going to Love from Headlines.
Yeah.
And then I'm cutting Love right after like the chorus, whatever, going to When I See You, then 21 Questions, Put It On Me.
Oh my.
And we're going to hit a couple more classics, and then I'm like straight cutting, dead. So for me, it's either I'm cutting it when the energy's still high, so you will go home with that high feeling, or we're going to vibe out to some
Now the last song where everybody's packing up, there's only one speaker left, and everybody's still in there, and you're trying to get them to get the hell out.
If there's only one speaker left, and it's just me in that joint, I'm playing something from my personal playlist that you're not going to hear in a party usually. So I'm playing Calvin Harris, I'm playing Shmino, I'm playing Body by Summer Walker. Because Summer Walker, she might not be talking too much craziness that I want to hear, like on the regular, but the music, she spit.
Yeah. Now can you please speak to like some of those events that you do that aren't traditional parties, like a silent party, like a sip and paint. Like how does it change the vibe and the mood of the sort of environment you're in?
So believe it or not, I actually love sipping paints, comedy shows, things that are outside of the norm where I can like play non-traditional music. Like me, I through high school growing up, I did poetry. I was like one of them artsy kids, you know. I'm saying, I spoke on a trio all the time. I was one of them. So my crates, when I graduated, started off catered to an open mic crowd. So I'm constantly playing them Tyler the Creators, the Earl Sweatshirts, the Jasmine Sullivans, like the real deep cuts, you know, like, because that's what people want to listen to with open mic, they want to vibe. Now, when it comes to sipping paints, I can go back to my roots, you know. I'm not as updated, cause I'm not doing as many for those, but nonetheless, I still love them. It's like a nice little vibe switch, because I don't know if you remember, but when I was younger, I always been an introverted person. So them open mics starting out was a great opener, because it let me show, like, what I listen to on my own time, type stuff. So when I go back to the sipping paints, I can just vibe out.
Yeah.
You know?
And now referencing those high school days and referencing when you were younger and being an introvert, like you said, who would you think like that attributes to in your life?
Like, who made me an introvert or who helped me get out my introvertness?
Both.
So I would say, unfortunately, honestly, the biggest people that made me introverts is probably like my family and the overall African community, because everybody, I mean I say everybody, but the majority of the African community are all big personalities. If you can't battle with them big personalities, you're destined to go in the background. Wind up unfortunately being one of the people in the background, and I had to learn from a young age, you shut up and just keep it pushing. So fortunately that's where I was at with the introvertedness. But what helped me get out of my introvertedness, when it's crazy, one of the first people that ever like had me like out here, like making actually want to be friends with people, want to talk to people, is Jaquan.
Shout out Jaquan.
Shout out Jaquan. That's crazy. He's one of the first people at our school, because we know each other from school, actually was rapping to me like that. He's one of the first, but as far as like the party scene and nightlife, I want to say one of the first people was the person that actually, one of the people that taught me how to DJ, DJ Spoons. And also DJ AQ, he's a Afrobeats DJ. Been in the scene for a minute. Great dude, like a mentor to me. Chest kiss that guy. Great guy. But yeah, those are the people that really got me out here, had me in the nightlife.
Now getting to the nightlife. How would you say Philly nightlife differs from every other city?
So unfortunately, I've only had the pleasure of experiencing DMV and New York nightlife. I haven't been to the West Coast or anything like that.
Yeah.
But I will say Philly nightlife, in order to make it out here, in order to make any money out here, you have to grind. Because Philly nightlife, there is no central person that everybody's gonna go to for like, oh, what's the move?
Yeah.
It's like everybody's scattered all over the place.
Yeah.
So it's like it's hard to make money. You gotta really like grind and pull people towards you to really get what you need in the nightlife. As compared to New York, because everything's so like shoulder to shoulder, like people touch your elbows, like you can throw a pin, find a move, it don't matter. You know what I'm saying? Compared to the DMV, you got your like 4 or 5 big promoters.
Yeah.
And you're good.
Yeah.
As long as you lock in with them 5 promoters, you're good. You're locked into the biggest clubs. And I'll say this right now, the DMVers can come and find me in my crib and fight me in the street, but the DMV is bougie. So out there, they're having a bottle wars, ace of spades, more wet, back and forth.
Yeah.
So it's like, that's the money. You know what I'm saying? So you lock in with your 5 promoters, you're good. But Philly, there is no 5 promoters that's really like that. Of course, you got the big names like the Bullet Twins, the Hines Bros, Jordan, who else? Yeah, bro, I can't really think of too many where it's like, okay, you have a certified function every time. So it's gonna be something.
So now bringing it back to those pillars in your life. Who do you think is a superhero to you in your life, and who do you think is a super villain?
It might be the same person. My mom is my superhero, my supervillain. I know it's pretty corny, but honestly, God, it's the truth. Like, I would not go through 80% of my accomplishments if I didn't have her, you know? And I also wouldn't go through 80% of my trials and tribulations without her. As a kid, she didn't really give the most emotional support, you know? She was like, as long as there's food on your plate, you got clothes, you're good type mom, you know? It didn't help my dad wasn't really around when I was a kid, so she really had to do that extra work. Like my childhood, she probably only around for like 9% of it. Like unless she was home or she went to go get like art supplies for a project I told her about the day of type stuff, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, just to have her in my corner, it's a blessing and a curse. It's comforting to know that she's there, but also it's just like when are you gonna actually fully support what I'm doing? I feel like with most African parents, it's like they don't support what you're doing until they see results. So until then, you're just kind of wasting your life. So that's what it is. Just came to terms with that. You know, made my peace.
If GQ magazine was to write a headline for your life so far, what would it read as?
It's gonna be mad depressing, but a series of unfortunate events.
A series of unfortunate events. Okay.
Because from a young age, like, I was just that one kid with bad luck. Like, one thing after another, like, and that's just kind of my life. It's just like one thing after another.
Now, in 10 years from now, what would that headline read as?
Hopefully, it'll say 0 to hero.
Ooh, that put chills on me. Hold on. Ooh.
Listen, that's that poetry brand. But yeah, I just hope that in 10 years at least, I get to that place where worrying is a thing of the past. I'm just at that point where I'm thriving. So 0 to hero.
Process is about learning and growing. Now, let's get to the fun questions.
Okay, I'm ready.
What are the top 5 food spots in Philly right now?
Now, when I say this, I say this from a place of to go to a date.
Okay.
Because as far as food, Philly as a whole, as a food spot, I give it like a 7.5.
Okay.
But as far as ambiance, music, and food, I got plenty. We love a black-owned spot, Booker's.
Yeah.
They play nothing but throwback R&B. The food is nice, and the outdoor ambiance, 10 out of 10. It's only like 47 for Baltimore. Tina's Tacos, one of the best tacos in the city.
Yeah.
One of, if not the best. We just got out of the season where they had a DJ, but my man DJ Lil was there every Thursday, and it's coming back up when it gets warm out again. Every Thursday, it's a nice little bar type situation, a nice little date, not too expensive. Chef's kiss. If you want to go somewhere where you can either dress up or dress down, there's a place called The Hadley on the Parkway. Their food options aren't too crazy, but it's still good nonetheless. I mean, ambiance is great, drinks strong.
Yeah.
As a big dude, I need strong drinks.
Yeah.
And also, we also got a nice like Italian spot. It's on the upper side of price. It's still pretty good. I'm gonna butcher the name, but it's Cafe El Aquia. It's on like 16th and Walnut, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
It's genuine Italian.
Now
food.
give me one
Best
more.
I can say.
One more.
One
Cap it
more.
off.
You go to Del Fisco's Grill on Broad. Not the other one. The one on Broad.
Yeah.
I was poor when we went there for my man's birthday, I'm gonna be very honest, and the cheapest thing was a cauliflower steak.
Yeah.
The best piece of cauliflower I've ever had in my entire life.
Gotcha.
Hands down.
Last question. What are the top 5 party venues in Philly?
Venues or clubs?
Can people, both of them, where can people find you at that you gonna get the place rocking?
All right, so on Thursdays, I'm at a place called Pub Web Up Temple. You're African, we got you rocking. You're white, we got you rocking. You're black, we got you rocking. Hispanic, we got you rocking. We go up every Thursday, without fail. I'm at Crown sometimes. It's a nice little spot. It's more or less become an after hour, so when you're done your one spot, go to Crown. You're gonna be getting lit until about 6, 7 a.m. If you're African, I'm at, not all the time, but I'm at this one spot called Royals down Southwest, another after hour spot. We're gonna have you rocking until about 7 a.m. Yeah, bro, I'm official. And what's the last spot? What's the name of that spot? I'm trying to get in there.
Yeah.
But it's pretty lit. Oh, actually, I got 2 more spots. One spot in West called Spades. It's newer. It's lit. It's section oriented. So if you ain't a big spender, don't go in there.
I can
And the last spot, if whoever was at Club Bamboo a couple years ago, closed down. There's a new spot where it's at called Roar. It's a great spot. It looks great. The drinks, all right, but the vibes is great. 10 out of 10. So yeah, that's them spots. So if you need somewhere to go, go.
Gotcha. Well, I enjoy your time spending with me today, brother.
Hey.
Hopefully we can
nice
talk
rocking
again.
with you, bro.
Hopefully we can meet
again.
again.
Of course.
And that was Sit Down.